everyone!
For this video, we're going to tackle the historical development and science and technology here in the Philippines.
And it is divided into three historical categories. First is pre-colonial.
And second is the colonial.
And last, post-colonial.
So would you mind if you join our team to travel back in time for the better understanding of our topic?
Let's go!
Pre-colonial period. In this period, the early natives already had activities linked to science and technology even before the colonizers did.
The first technologies include herbs and herbal medicine, jar, which is the manunggul bulul, alibata, or the writing system, the fire, light, and heat. Agricultural abundance. Filipinos were already engaged in farming. The Banawe rice terraces are among the sophisticated products of engineering by pre-Spanish era. The natives based their faith on harvest, different plants, and animals.
The cultural achievements of pre-colonial Philippines include those covered by prehistory and early history of the Philippines archipelago and its inhabitants, which are the indigenous forebears of today's Filipino people. These early Filipinos possessed a culture and technology that were quite advanced considering the timeline of history of science when it flourished. Waves of migrants who came to settle in the islands contributed to the development of ancient Philippine civilization.
Welcome to colonial period. Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese in the service of the Spanish Crown, was looking forward to a westward route to the Spice Island of Indonesia. On March 16, 1521, Magellan expedition landed on Homonhon Island in the Philippines. But the colonization of the Philippine island wasn't successful on the first attempt. However, when Philip II succeeded the throne in 1556, he instructed Luis de Velasco, the Viceroy of Mexico by Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. On February 13, 1565, Legazpi's expedition landed in Cebu Island. After a short struggle with the natives, he proceeded to Leyte, then to Camiguin and to Bohol. The Spanish introduced formal education and founded scientific institutions. During the early years of Spanish rule in the Philippines, parish schools were established where religion, reading, writing, arithmetic, and music was taught. Sanitation and more advanced methods of agriculture was taught to the natives. The study of medicine in the Philippines was given priority in the Spanish era. Fields of engineering in the island by constructing government buildings, churches, roads, bridges, and ports. That's all for colonial period.
The history of the Philippines from 1565 to 1898, also known as the Spanish colonial period, was the period during which the Philippines were part of the Spanish Empire as the Spanish East Indies within the Captaincy General of the Philippines.
And last, the post-colonial history. And Bon, saan nga ba nagsimula ang post-colonial?
Ang post-colonial history ay nagsimula after ng World War II.
Tama. At sa World War II na yan, ay pinamamahalaan ni Ferdinand Marcos, ang presidente ng Pilipinas.
Dito naman, nung kay Ferdinand Marcos ay umusbong ang science. Talaga sa kanya.
Talagang galing.
So, Pepe, ano nga ba ang mga significant na nangyari nung panahon ni Ferdinand Marcos?
Ay, buti nilang natanong mo. Ferdinand Marcos recognized that technology was the leading factor in economic development. Oh.
Next naman dyan is, he established the Philippine Council for Agriculture Research to support the progressive development of agriculture, forestry, and fisheries for the nation.
At balita ko, di ba?
Yung may last pa, isa pa.
Siya yung nag-establish ng
Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical Astronomical Services Administration or PAGASA.
o, di ba? Tapos siya rin ang nag-create ng National Grain Authority to provide for the development of the rice and corn industry to fully harness it for the economy of the nation. Okay.
So next naman, dumako tayo dun sa isa pang president na meron ding malaking contribution sa science, sa pag-usbong ng science. Next ay si Corazon Aquino.
Yes.
Sino nga ba si Corazon Aquino, Pepay?
Si Corazon Aquino. She is the President of the Fifth Republic of the Philippines. So, sino nga bang di makakilala kay Corazon? Siya ang kauna-unahang presidenteng babae ng Pilipinas.
At balita ko, Pepay, isa pa sa malaking contribution ni Corazon Aquino sa pag-usbong ng science ay the National Science and Technology
Wow.
Authority was replaced by the Department of Science and Technology, giving science and technology a representation in the cabinet.
The Americans replaced the Spaniards after they ruled the country, and the progress of science and technology has continued. The establishment of Bureau of Government Laboratories was made in July 1, 1901 by the Philippine Commission, which serves a purpose to study the tropical diseases and laboratory projects in the country, and was later on replaced by the Bureau of Science in 1905 that became the primary research center of the country. While on December 8, 1933, they established the National Research Council of the Philippines. And now let's move on to the former presidents of the Philippines with their contributions and performance in our society.
Asa si Pepay?
Oo nga, si Pepay.